Well, hello there. It's Jonathan at the Piano Lesson. I was rooting through a lot of my old piano books. You know, there was a time when people used to learn from books. And I still have an enormous library of books. I used to spend a lot of time going through books, going through music books, and really making a lot of effort to find just the right book for each student and for just the right situation. And I came across a couple of books that I thought were maybe the best I found along the way, both by the same author. The This book, It's Easy to Be Great, by Noreen Gray Leinart, and it says Preston Keys. I just think that's a great name, Preston Keys. Yeah, sure. And then another one by Noreen, also Keyboard Runs for the Pop Jazz Stylist. I'm not sure what pop is, and I'm not sure what a stylist is anymore, unless you'd want to get a haircut. But these are two very interesting books. This book just contains arrangements. Why do I like it? I like it because they sound great. And maybe the title should be rather It's Easy to Be Great. How about It's Easy to Sound Great? Because if you can read these arrangements, they sound great. And they're very playable. And they provide a very good starting point, I think, to branch off of. And the other book really are just exercises, but they're musical exercises. I think they're organized really well. So I think it's so you probably can't read this, but it says Society and Swing Style Runs. So the word society, nobody uses that word probably anymore, but like high society. What was high society? Well, the upper crust of the New York elite, and I think they talk about, society in the 1920s, the 30s, but a term that you'd probably hear more in New York than anything else, and swing style and run. So a run being a melodic line that would be decorative or would be an embellishment. And then they have blues runs, bebop runs, modern runs. I don't know what the term modern means anymore. And then I have a little jazz etude. So probably the blues runs, the little blues snippets, are indicative of the blues style, and let's call them melodic devices, for to use a term of composition. And then there's the bebop run. So again, these are melodic devices, but they're part of the language. And then we can listen to what she means by modern. But these are sort of things these are sounds and that you get into your hands. So let me just show you what I mean. I'm going to just maybe play a few of these, and I haven't really picked this up in a while, so I may stumble a bit here and there, but you'll get the idea, and I think I'll really like them. So it's easy to be great. Playable and stylish arrangements by Preston Keys and Noreen Gray Leinart. And it was copyrighted in 1996 by EK Music, EKAY, so you can find it online. And here's a great Cole Porter tune, I Love You. And if you don't know I Love You, you'll know it now. So I'm just going to play it kind of slowly and freely so you can get to hear the harmonies. See, here's the melody. That's the melody. And then there's a counter line, right? And you play that softer. And there's a tie here. So you play this forte, you play that mezzo forte, the low note, and then the inner note, maybe you play piano, and just kind of sliding on the keys, just pulling lightly, and then there's the counter melody, maybe mezzo maybe also mezzo forte. So I'll do that again. Now this line here, it's actually written for the right hand. I don't like it in the right hand. Well, I shouldn't say that. The stems are down, so probably better to play in the left hand. Although I would have written it in the bass clef. See, this is kind of a notation thing. And then a counter melody. Notice the rest, the quarter rest, and the bass comes late. That's very musical. A lot of other people would have done this. Right? That's fine too, but it's a little heavy-handed. This is much more balanced. You have this rest here, bass note, bass note. See that? Just very, very nicely distributed. And then a pretty chord, F6/9. Again. And then inner line. Triplet. A major. Is that pretty? Just descending line. All right, so you can play that real freely, and then in tempo, 2, 3, 4. I can take those in another octave. Here's the chords. G minor 7. It's I love you. I don't know the other words. And basically it's C7. The chord symbol she has here is B minor over C. Well, here's B minor, B flat, D flat, F, and C in the bass. what is that chord really? Well, it's really B flat 7 with it's really B flat 7 with an added 11th and a flatted 9th. But you could think of it as a simple triad like that. And then she has this. She has E diminished 7 with G in the bass. Well, again, it's really the same chord. It's really C7 flat 9, but her way of using these chord symbols, I suppose, is to communicate the voicings, G, D flat, E, B flat. It's still the 5th of the chord, the flatted 9th, the 3rd and the 7th. So again, some of these books are a little bit quirky, but the chord is C7. It's just 2-5. And the first chord, G minor 11. There's the 11. And she has flat 5, 11, chromatic, passing tone. But it's basically 2-5-1. And this, so she has F major 7, but you could call that F minor major 7 resolution. That's called an appoggiatura in music. It's a wrong note on count 1, a dissonance. And then A7, there's the A is up here, but it's A7, and then that is the flat 13 or the sharp 5 if you want. And that chord symbol is written fairly well. C over D, that's probably right. That's C11, and then the flat 9. So it's really 2, 5, 1, 3, 6, 2, 5, 1. But listen to those voicings. And then here, B flat minor 9, descending bass line, G minor 7, C7. But again, the chord symbols are written in an odd way. She has E diminished 7 over G. It's really not. That's pretty. F minor major 7. She has F major 7 sharp 9. I don't know why. I mean, she's considering the G sharp a sharp 9. Okay, I've never seen that chord written anywhere in my life, ever. But all right. A minor 7 with C in the bass. B minor 7, flat 5. There's a flat 5. E, it's an E chord. How does she notate it? It's a D minor triad on top and an E in the bass, and then the F sharp. So D minor over E, D major triad over E. But it's basically D minor, excuse me, it's E, it's an E chord. It's 2-5. 2-5-1 in A. And that's pretty. She has A sharp minor 7 flat 5. I've never seen an A sharp any chord in my life, although they exist, but usually you'd think of it as B flat minor 7 flat 5, then the B. Basically the same 2-5, B minor 7. That's meant to be an E, 7 flat 9, and then the A, first inversion. All right, so that's just that one. Let's do some others. There's always, pluses and minuses in these books. Who Cares is another great song. Gershwin tune. Who cares if the sky starts to fall into the sea? I think that's it. Who cares what banks fail in Yonkers? As long as you've got a kiss that conquers. That's one of my favorite lines in all of music. Isn't that pretty? And you can play it at any tempo, right? I mean, it works. You can play it freely. Take some of these bass notes down an octave in the left hand. Add some rests. Rhythms. Just spread out the notes. You know, add little embellishments. Rests. Repeating. Change the octave. Go up an octave. So you could just do little things, and it sounds like a completely different piece. You know, all these arrangements are really good. So I'm not going to like go through every single one, but I'm just things that kind of stick out. This is really pretty. Sigmund Romberg and Oscar Hammerstein. Isn't that pretty? Real nice. And it's supposed to be played, like she says bossa nova, but you know, whatever. This is an original tune of theirs called Frittata, which is a cute little song. I Wonder As I Wander. Sweet and Low. Sweet and Low. I Get a Kick Out of You. Everybody knows this song. Another Cole Porter tune. That was a wrong note. Do-over. B flat, thank you. That's a nice chord. Now, one of the things I like about this book is that it uses a lot of shell voicing. So here's your G minor 7, right? And if you take the two middle notes and bring them up here, there's your shell voicing, and it fits in very nicely. He says, maybe someday I'll play B flat. But those voicings, you know, you get a lot of mileage out of those voicings. Same thing with this one here. This is kind of like root 7th, 3rd. That's not the 5th, but it's a sharp 5. So, you know, but this kind of thing. You know, really nicely written, very, very sparse, very concise. How Long It's Going On, another great Gershwin tune. Has this been going on? Now, just what's so nice about these arrangements, I mean, that's a great voicing right there. Root 7th, 3rd, 13. And there's pedal tone. But notice there's an internal line happening. You know, E flat, D. I mean, that's a counterpoint. It's a beautiful counterpoint that you can bring out. I'm making that counterpoint a little bit louder. You could even anticipate it. Or just do some rhythmic displacement with it. See, there's again, root 7th, 3rd. All shell voicings. So, another great arrangement. I mean, this book's just filled with it. Sweet, Lovely, another Another great tune. And over here, I'm going to just do that one more time. There's another one, Lady Be Good, another great Gershwin tune. Also, you can play it rubato. Pretty. I haven't played this one in a long time. Oh, let's do that like this. Sorry. F sharp. It's nice. Just play real slow and listen to the harmonies. And then. Isn't that nice? It's very elegant, foggy day, yeah? Another Gershwin tune. It just sounds very convincing, I think, very, dare I say, professional. So anyway, back coming up for air. That's about all I have for today, but check that book out, man. And next week maybe I'll talk about the other one, or you can find it online. This is Jonathan at The Piano Lesson, signing off. Hope you guys have a great week. And regards to my buddy Francesco out in sunny Italy. Bye-bye.